Hey guys, my name is Brave Tomato, and welcome to the next edition of Revisiting the Islands, where I go back to previous islands I played and revisit them for nostalgia's sake. So this time we're going to be covering Cryptids Island, which... Oh, I didn't realize that. So, we're getting to the plot already, aren't we? So, yeah. Well, anyways, let's get started, shall we? Okay, I just got myself snacks, so we can get going with this episode of Revisiting the Island, shall we? Oh yeah, the flyer. So the flyer says that for $1 million for irrefutable proof of the existence of cryptid. So that's pretty cool. To be honest with you, that is really cool. And by the way, if you want to buy a Poptropica picture book, Cryptid's Island is great. It's actually from the same writer as the Galactic Hot Dog series, and I actually really like this book. So yeah, let's move on with the actual island first. We shall move along here. And he is so thirsty, so... Climb up, and here we find a $5 bill. I think if your player doesn't know what they're doing, it takes a little bit of time for them to find that $5 bill. So... Meantime, let's head on to the general store. So now that we have $5 in our inventory, and we can buy something here. Here we can buy a sports drink, which is only $5. And meanwhile, everything is way overpriced here, so $5 for a sports drink, that's still a little up there. So yeah. The guy who says that is hotter than the Jersey Devil's breath. We can give the whoops, coming through. Passing by that snobby woman over there, you can give him give him the sports drink. So he's gonna give me a pair of shears so that I can use. And he's gonna go on a rather long break, so these people are talking about Gretchen Grimlock, a woman called Gretchen Grimlock, and they say that she's nothing. They warn me that she's nothing but trouble. Yeah, Gretchen Grimlock will grow to be the main antagonist of this island. I really like Gretchen. Remember when I said I like the Cryptids Island book? It's because the cool thing about it is that Gretchen only gets like a few appearances in this island, in Cryptids Island itself, but in the actual in the book, she gets more than appearances. She appears like every location you end up in, so that's awesome. Over here, you'll find a bunch of wannabe explorers who wants to get the $1 million prize. And you can help this lady here give her a push off to wherever. I wonder if there's anybody who actually knows where they're going. And here you can see he says he can't get his balloon off the ground. And let's get him off the ground, shall we? And off he goes. And you'll get the nylon rope from sending him off. So that's cool. So now we can go over to the right. Whoops. Coming through. Now the person hosting this thing is a guy named Harold Muse, and he's a eccentric billionaire. He's actually a nice guy too. So you get the nylon string, and you can get this Hike Surfer X250, which you can use to start like exploring for yourself about these whole cryptids ordeals and stuff. Who can refuse $1 million? Am I right? Now we can head on our way with our kite surf. And here we go. And off all the way to the left. We can play around on the waves a bit. And there's a point where, like, if you can get like a certain height, our character does a little cheer. It's like, this is fun! Just bouncing on the waves, doing whatever. Whatever pleases your fancy. And we ran into trouble. You might as well give up. This prize money is mine. Have a nice swim! I have a sad voice for Gretchen too, which technically is what she is, so can't say hi and trying. So you'll wake up in Harold Muse's mansion. What happened? You were sabotaged by Gretchen Grimlock. She's a ruthless fortune hunter. She said she's after the prize money too. That's true, and she'll cheat, lie, and steal to get to it. That's not fair! We have much to discuss. Please join me in the foyer when we're feeling better. So, good thing Harold Muse is a nice guy, so let's get ourselves a glass of water, and we can head on our way, shall we? Here we find like this big, extravagant, expansive mansion, which is awesome. With like, welcome to the Cryptid Museum. This is the only museum on Poptropica devoted to the study of cryptids, legendary creatures that may or may not be real. So here you'll end up at this little station place. And this is one of the few instances where there's like voice acting in the game. I think this is the first time there is voice acting, like major voice acting in the game. So, I'm gonna try something here. I'm gonna try bringing my microphone close to my headphones so it can record the sound from the computer. So let's see how this works.
Bigfoot, Sasquatch, the Yeti. He has many names, but eyewitnesses all describe him the same way. Between 6 and 10 feet tall, covered in shaggy fur, and smells worse than a pair of stinky sneakers. And of course, he's got really big feet. Based on this description, some people believe that Bigfoot is left over from ancient time. Half human, half ape, he should have been extinct a long time ago. Bigfoot can be found all over the world. In the Himalayan mountains, monks have reported seeing what they call a Yeti for many years. They have taken footprint casts as proof, and even have a Yeti scalp locked away in a monastery. Bigfoot is also said to roam the forests of the Pacific Northwest in the United States. In 1967, a famous video of a Bigfoot was taken by Roger Patterson and Robert Gimlin in California. It clearly shows the creature walking across a rocky scene. Many believe this is the best evidence of Bigfoot. Years later, a friend of the men said he wore an ape costume for the video. Believers in Bigfoot say he is lying.
Bigfoot down. We got a few others to go.
Sea monsters aren't real, or are they? Since ancient times, sailors have told stories about huge creatures that live in the ocean, terrible beasts with long tentacles powerful enough to sink ships. For centuries, people thought the giant squid couldn't be real, just a legendary creature, like a dragon or a unicorn. Why? Not enough proof. In the 1800s, some dead squid had washed up on shore. There were drawings and pieces of squid preserved, but scientists wanted to capture a whole squid, or at least get a photo of one. In 2004, a fishing boat captured the body of a giant squid named Archie. Archie was almost 29 feet long from the top of his head to the tip of his tentacles. Finally, scientists had a specimen they could study. The same year, Japanese scientists took the first photos of a live squid. In 2006, more Japanese researchers took the first video of an adult giant squid. Now scientists know more about giant squid than ever before. They have discovered that an adult squid can grow to 43 feet. That's longer than a school bus. It's no wonder ancient sailors thought these creatures were monsters.
The sea monster here is more so for, like, a real-life fun fact, as compared to, like, the ones that are going to be actually appearing in this island. Now let's get to the rest of them.
In 1995, several Puerto Rican farmers were faced with a strange puzzle. The goats and chickens on their farms had died mysteriously during the night. The animals had 2 puncture wounds in them, almost like marks from a vampire's fangs. Was a coyote to blame? An escaped panther? Wild dogs? The villagers didn't think so. They were sure that the creature that attacked their animals was a chupacabra, Spanish for goatsucker. Although the first chupacabra sighting was reported in 1950, after the 1995 sightings, chupacabra fever swept the world. As reports came in, people started sketching what they thought the beast looked like. About 5 feet tall, with a large mouth full of sharp teeth and fangs. It had large, red, alien-like eyes, stood on 2 legs, and had very sharp claws. Some people have taken photos of what they believe is a dead chupacabra, but scientists have proven that those photos show coyotes with a disease called mange. Does this prove that the chupacabra doesn't exist? Nobody has yet explained how all those goats and chickens died, and those who have seen the chupacabra say they'll never forget the monster with the glowing eyes.
Creepy. Don't worry, just two more.
Scotland's Loch Ness receives thousands of visitors each year. They come to catch a glimpse of the legendary monster that is said to swim in the loch's deep waters. The monster, nicknamed Nessie, is reported to look like a dinosaur with a long neck, flippers, and gray skin like an elephant's. There have been many stories, photos, and even films of Nessie over the years. Let's look at the evidence. In the 7th century, a writer named Adamnan told a story about a monk named St. Columba, who had chased a strange beast at the River Ness near Loch Ness. In 1933, George Spicer and his wife saw a creature that looked like Nessie cross the road in front of their car, then disappeared into the loch. In 1934, a surgeon named Dr. Wilson produced a photo of a long-necked monster. This famous picture convinced many that Nessie was real. Years later, a man claimed that he faked the photo using a toy submarine. Was he telling the truth? Since then, many people have taken video evidence of strange humps moving in the water. Researchers in submarines have used sonar to locate any sign of a large beast. Still, Nessie has not been found.
Now it's time to get to the creature close to home. Literally for me. Don't worry, I've not seen this guy, but meet the Jersey Devil.
Let us travel back in time 300 years to the Pine Barrens of New Jersey. On a dark, moonless night, Mother Leeds gave birth to her 13th child. A hideous creature emerged with leathery wings, a long tail, horns, and a head like a horse. It let out a terrible cry and flew up the chimney. Since then, many sightings of the creature have been recorded. The first notable report came from Naval Commodore Stephen Decatur in the 1800s. He saw the beast flying across the sky. He shot a cannonball at it, but the Jersey Devil kept flying. In 1909, there was a rash of sightings. In one town, the beast flew around a trolley full of people. One witness found hoofprints on a roof. Another woman heard a noise in her yard and went outside to see the Jersey Devil holding her pet dog. She hit the creature with a broom, it dropped her dog, and flew away. Skeptics think the Jersey Devil is a large bird, such as the great horned owl. In recent years, there haven't been as many sightings, but people still report hearing its unearthly cry in the woods late at night.
Stay tuned for the next part of Revisiting the Islands, Cryptids Island Edition. BT out.